All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I am your host, Taylor Coleman. I am a CEO, lead writer, director, and producer at Crystal Ignition LLC. We are a small independent film and video production company located in Jacksonville, Florida. And on this channel, we talk filmmaking and gaming. So if those two things happen to interest you, do me a favor, consider subscribing to the channel. It costs you nothing and it helps us out. If you end up liking the video, do me a favor and leave a like. We are on our way to 100 subscribers this year. Fingers crossed. So if you end up liking the content, you watch some of our other videos, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. So today we have some breaking news. You might have seen this earlier because this actually is like some really big breaking news, but Michael Bay will return to direct a new Transformers movie. If this is actually true, then this is going to be a huge thing because Bay always tries to make his movies bigger than the last one. That's something that he always tries to do. So this is really interesting. But before we get into this article here on TFW 2005, I do want to make a quick little announcement for my subscribers that already are subscribed to me. You will know that I have been away for the last 2-3 weeks. I can't talk about what I'm doing now, but I've been very, very busy. To give you a little sneak peek, I have been working with a nonprofit, so there's something I'm doing there. And I also have another announcement that's going to be coming soon with our big summer showcase. So our website has been updated. Our new blog for this month is out, so you can go read it and check it out. But yeah, aside from that, let's get into this article. So this is written by user Black Convoy, and this all stems from a tweet. So Black Convoy writes, we start the morning with quite an unexpected rumor. According to Twitter X user @HollywoodHandle and movie insiders with verified track records of reliability, Michael Bay will return to direct a new Transformers movie at Paramount. We suggest to take this with a grain of salt at the moment, but it would be an interesting turn of events after the recent news of no sequel planned for Transformers 1 and still no updates on the previously announced Transformers X G.I. Joe live action movie. Click on the discussion button below and let us know your impressions on the 2005 boards. So I'll put a link in the description below if you actually want to go join the discussion. So yeah. TFW 2005. This is the only respectable source that covers everything Transformers that I could find discussing this topic. I did see some articles from Screen Rant and these other little movie blogs, but I didn't really trust them for the purposes of this video. I wanted to stick to well-known, respected sources. So this is a rumor. If you haven't gotten that by now, I'm not saying that Michael Bay is going to direct another Transformers movie, but this is a rumor from sources that apparently are very respected, that have been right in the past, that are claiming that Bay will be coming back. So why is this a big deal? Maybe you're watching this and you're not a Transformers fan. Michael Bay directed the first Transformers live action in 2007. He also directed the subsequent 4 films. And he's a very polarizing director. I think that Transformers 2007 and maybe you could say Dark of the Moon are the only 2 films where I don't really hear that much hate, where people just absolutely hate it. They just can't stand those movies. But Transformers 2, Transformers 4, especially Transformers 5, people absolutely despise those films. Some of Bay's worst tendencies as a director come out in those films. His portrayal of women, a lot of people don't really like that at all. The plots in his movies, there are lots of plot holes, characters that just appear and reappear. As far as being a Transformers fan is concerned, a lot of Transformers fans don't like the fact that the Transformers don't really transform that often in some of the later movies. And also the human characters, right? The human characters are front and center, and they have more screen time than the Transformers themselves. That has been a criticism for years. Now, as a filmmaker myself, I can say that it's kind of understandable. These movies are very expensive. It takes a very long time to do like all the CG and special effects and things. And he tries his best to, add in like other engaging action with the human characters and give them things to do, as far as plot is concerned. And also he works for a major studio. So, a lot of these decisions, it's not directly on him, even though he's a director. The one I can think of is Shockwave as the villain in Transformers 3. A lot of people don't know this, but Michael Bay actually wanted Shockwave to be like the major big bad villain by himself. The studio didn't like that, and they thought they would have to add in something else, and that's where you got like the Sentinel arc and all the other things. So with that being said, how do I feel about this and my final thoughts? Again, Michael Bay is a very polarizing director, but for me personally, I am kind of excited. Number one, Michael Bay is the director that made a film that made me want to be a filmmaker. If you were to click on my LinkedIn, you'll notice that this very picture that's right there in this article is the same picture I have on my LinkedIn and also on a lot of my other like professional pages, because I really like the action in his movies. As far as storytelling is concerned, I look to other directors, Pinnock, Ratanarang, Jean-Luc Godard. Those are some of my other favorite filmmakers. But Bay is up there for his action and his cinematography. That's something that I respect. I also learned a little bit about filmmaking from Bay from watching his behind-the-scenes features. So as far as like him as a filmmaker, I am interested to see what he does. As far as Transformers is concerned, I will say that I've appreciated what they've tried to do with Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast. I actually wrote my graduate admission essay at Arizona State University on Transformers Rise of the Beast. I thought that was like a really good movie. He didn't direct it, it was produced. He produced the film, but I thought that was a really good film, and I respected that they were trying to, go back to the roots of cinema and actually act as cultural critic. They brought in that whole storyline about Noah's little brother needing medical care. I didn't like the ending. That's the only thing I didn't like. But as far as like that film and then Bumblebee being more like a smaller, more personal film with just Charlie and Bumblebee spending time together, I really like what they were doing there. Transformers 1. That is a film that I really enjoyed. I'm not a film critic, so I don't come out here and make videos every time I watch a movie, but Transformers 1 was a really good film, and I'm really disappointed that the studio is kind of moving away from that now because they want to make money, but that's what they do, right? That's the real reason why they're bringing back Bay, and my only hope is that he'll continue the story from the last night and actually explain the whole Unicron thing and what he was trying to do there, because it really was confusing, tons of plot holes, but I'm willing to suspend my disbelief because he has a style, he has a story, the way he likes to tell it, and I'm just gonna this is the one director where I will take a seat back and I will just watch the film and try to enjoy it for what it is. So with all my rambling done, leave a comment down below. Tell me, are you excited about this, or are you upset? Are you one of those Transformers fans that is really angry at Paramount and Allspark Studios for this decision? What direction did you want to see it go in? Did you want them to make Transformers 1 Part 2? Or like, did you want to see like, Rise of the Beast and Bumblebee and all that stuff, another sequel in that manner? Like, what direction did you want them to go in? And yeah, any other thoughts you may have, keep it respectful, keep it chill. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a guy. I have nothing to do with this. But yeah, have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time.